Hey, okay, Libras, let's try this again. You're not even gonna believe what happened. I was doing your reading and it got all dark and like mystical in here, and then like someone knocked on my door, which is random because I live in the middle of nowhere and no one comes over here. And then, see, and then the darkness came and the sky exploded and like all my windows were open and all of my cards just got soaked. All of them. So I've been sitting here trying to dry them up, but I'm a little bit disappointed with that. But I only got like 2 minutes into your reading, and essentially it was about somebody who was done being a player, but they wanted, it was like pondering. They wanted to offer something that wasn't pages. They wanted to offer more, but they like couldn't. I don't know. So this is for Libras and Libra cross watchers. For about 7 days from whenever you watch this. It doesn't matter when it was uploaded. It matters if the title calls to you and from whenever you see it. Because sometimes I'll channel something and then months later it'll be relevant. So this is for Libra and Libra cross watchers. Calling in guides, angels, anyone from the highest good with a message to come forward for this collective. 1, 2, 3. All right. Bottom of the deck. Soul contract. Shut up. That's not what the last reading was. Soul contract or marriage, you know. But it's the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who receives. And then here's the Queen of Pentacles. Not receiving. Maybe there's a choice made. Maybe there's a realization of a soul contract. I know that these two ladies have come up together recently in my readings. But one of them is granted a soul contract and one of them is not. What else do we have here for Libras? Oh my goodness. Abundance, 9 of Pentacles. This is like, for the week ahead, this is like totally working on you. This is arranging your house. This is arranging your finances. This is like getting your business in order. This is like painting and it's still in my hair. This is abundance by the self, meaning that I think there's like a disconnect of just been like waiting and wanting and pining and like waiting for change and wanting something entirely different, and it's not like coming. So this is Libra like, you know what? I'm just going to do me, and I'm going to do me well. And so we've got that going on. See, because then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. It's like someone who you think or thought was your soulmate is not behaving as such. See, but then you have the Knight of Cups, right? This is like out of left field. It's like, I just heard, okay, fine. Like, all right, let's just, because it's like, if this is a telepathic connection, okay, this was very apparent for a long time, months even. And that, and then something happened. And I think the feminine, because here's your feminine and here's your masculine. Your feminine was like, I can't do this. I can't keep thinking that something is going to come and it's not. And it's like feeling a little bit like duped by spirit, you know, because its spirit was like, this is your person, this is your person. And you're like, maybe they're not. But then I think what happens is somewhere in the mix, I mean, we'll get there, this Knight of Cups with this love offer is like, I'm going to lose my Libra. So I need to say something, and I need to say something now. And what I like here is also that the masculine in this reading came out as the Knight, whereas in the reading I did just a minute ago, that was only 2 minutes long, they were pages, but they didn't want to be pages. And I think it's relevant because now it's like, look, I can't just keep telling this person that I'm into them and that I like them and whatever. Now I need to actually do something about it. Okay? And don't forget, here we have the calling in of the soulmate, and this is someone who's just like, you know, wishing and hoping and something and something. But her eyes are closed, and that's and you notice that she has a mask on too, because it's like I'm so tired of holding on to hope, because anytime I hold on to hope, I'm getting let down. Expectations will let a person down. But this is not that. These are two very spiritual cards here of a connection that is like meant to be. It's just, it's taking too long. And I also want to mention that with this storm, there's been a lot of daily readings out there talking about today, which is the 20th, about this storm coming. The storm. There's this band called the Waylon Jennies. When the storm comes, don't run for cover. When the storm comes, don't run for cover. When the storm comes. Because it's true. You can't, and I'm covered in chills. It's like you can't run from this. Whatever this is, whatever this storm that's coming. And you have to think about what a storm is. I mean, it rains and it gives life to things that were dead. And while the storm is like, oh shit, like my cards are getting wet and the house is getting whatever and the electricity went out and oh God, oh God, oh God. But then after the storm, the sun comes out and then everything can grow from it. And I think that that's important. It's like this here is someone laying down. They're like in the middle of the storm and they're like, it's too hard. It's too hard to hold on to this. It's a very much like too good to be true feeling, and it's not really coming to fruition. So it's like, well, maybe letting go is the best thing to do. Maybe having an inner transformation is the best thing to do. But really, here we have the parrot coming out. There needs to be a talk. There is throat chakra issues where there's a reader called Saltwater Heals Tarot, and she was just talking yesterday about the twins and the twin flame, and that it's like they're two separate people, two separate souls, but they get born in the same belly, like actual twins. And they have a telepathic connection, and they like are always meant to be, and they'll always run into each other, but they are two separate souls. And what I think is going on is this masculine and this feminine are both having their own lives. They know each other, they've been around each other, but they're both kind of doing their own things, and they're coming up with all these ideas and concoctions in their head, but they're not expressing anything. And this right here, I think it's time. I think it's time to say, look, for some of you, it's going to be this isn't working out. For some of you, I just heard the word juxtaposition. Not what you expect. Like letting go of heartache. This is a profound conversation. It's like the calm in the middle of the storm. It's the thing that says you can hold on. Hold on to, I will be your life. It's almost like this person wants to be your lifeboat or your life raft. But there's been a communication block. Yeah. But it's the gatekeeper. The gate has been slammed shut on communication. The gate is, it's so little. The gate is so small compared to the journey. And the gate itself is this talk. It's like if we could just have this conversation, you would be in an entirely different reality. But we've got the gloomy doom. Libras have been feeling this energy for like a month now. Why not? Why can't I have my soulmate? Why is Spirit telling me this is my soulmate, but they're not? Why is everything so distorted? But if you notice, he's underwater. So according to the gloomy doom, everything is distorted. But if he would just come up for air, and that's kind of like what this is. This is like coming up for air. And then if you notice her face, it's like, oh my God, I can breathe finally. And for some of you, even getting a no would allow you to breathe. But this is somebody who is like essentially blocking their own soulmate connection because they don't maybe feel like they're good enough, or there's no reason why this awesome person would ever want Libra or the feminine or whoever we're talking. I mean, this is the gloomy doom feeling is definitely coming from the feminine, but at the same time, these feel like twin souls, and the twin flame thing is so. We're talking about a soul contract. We're talking about something that is supposed to have been. This is the person who would actually sit at their desk and they would sign the soul contract and say, and so it is. I just heard, and so it begins. What begins? Potentially a new life, potentially the new relationship. But what we have here is you know what I was just noticing? Look at this little seahorse. It's almost like they're looking down. And this knight is looking up like, what's the matter, little seahorse? What's wrong? And the seahorse is like, well, since you asked, everything is awful and everybody hates me and no one loves me and my soulmate is not really my soulmate and I'm not a spiritual being and I don't know what I'm talking about and everything is just awful and I'm in the middle of the storm and right? All the stuff. But I want to be like, don't worry, little seahorse. Like I want to talk about rising up and coming in with this offer. This emotional, I don't normally do this. Like, look, I don't normally do this. It's like being granted forgiveness for something you didn't need forgiveness for. Like it wasn't misconceived, misconstrued. We're going to get more on what exactly this offer is in the extended, but long story short, I mean, they're coming forward like, look, I heard you're not alone in this big blue ocean. Anytime you need something, you could just come to me to ask. And so that's where this comes in, like you need to come forward. I just feel like the feminine is a little bit consumed with the fact that she thinks that she's lost her soulmate. Like real soulmate. Soul contract type soulmate. But you have to understand that the Queen of Cups receives. This is like accepting the gift. It's not even a gift, it already belongs to you. Soul contracts already belong to you. Receiving. I heard fruits of labor. Fruits of the labor. Anything else for Libra for this week? Oh my God. See? Told you. It's a gift. It's a gift, it's a gift, it's a gift. And it's almost like this conversation that you're about to have is the gift. This is where the balance comes back. This is where this thing goes away. This is where you are like, oh, and then you go on this new passage, this new, because she's like ready for it. She's abundant. She's self, you know, what's the word when you don't need anybody? Self-reliant. But this moment in time, as predestined as it is also a spiritual gift that you're receiving due to the fruits of your labor. So for this week, Libras, what you can expect is a conversation that's going to change everything. Okay, so let's get some more info about all this in the extended. If you're interested in learning more, the link for that is in the box below. Libras, thank you so much for your time and patience. I will be eventually getting all the signs up. It does go by views. It goes by who purchases the extended, who I'm nosy about, whatever. But thank you for your likes, subscribes, and shares. I do appreciate it. And this week we are looking at a profound conversation. So let's get into that in the extended. I'll see you over there. Have a good one. Bye.